up? I'm Tom Brady. You know who I am. Just getting out of practice. Doing pretty well. Don't worry, hands healing perfect. Just wanted to say hello, say hey, this is an important video. Make sure you watch it for Mr. Fife. It's going to help you on the test. And go Pats in the Super Bowl.
Wow, thanks Tom for that introduction. I really appreciate it. I feel kind of honored for you to come by and do that for these guys. So guys, we're going to continue on. I'll talk a little bit about the test, a little bit about the mutation stuff, and then hopefully just help you for the test. So I'm going to disappear for now, but like I said, I just had to make a personal appearance to thank Tom Brady for stopping by the video. That's kind of cool. So we're going to talk about mutations to start. And for that part of the mutations, get my face out of there. There we go. Guys, I have this kind of here, and it shows you some different types of mutations. So the first is a normal type of mutation. It's a sentence that has it. You start with the start codon, and it goes through. A point mutation is one letter change. So you see the one down below, the dog is turned to dot. Now the sentence makes sense a little bit, but it's a little bit different. As the man saw the dot hit the can, and it changes the sentence. It's harmful, but not the worst. Point mutations, in this case, is a substitution mutation. A substitution mutation is the exchanging. For the most part, they're not going to be nearly as bad. Best place to have them is in that third letter. If it's at the third letter, it's going to be it could be a wobble hypothesis, and we talked about that in class. If it happens in an intron, it's even better, less likely to impact. The worst places would be at the start or the stop codon. You can see a deletion right there, depending on the deletion. In this case, the deletion deleted 3 letters, the one down here. This deletion deleted 3 letters. It shifted everything, and so it wasn't a frame shift. That wasn't that bad of a mutation. Same with the insertion. A frame shift, notice by adding or deleting 1 letter, in this case a deletion, it shifted everything down, and it's a major mistake. And so that's kind of what we're referring to here when we talk about mutations. I want to show you an example of what I'm going to kind of expect you to do when it comes to being in class on the test. So up at top here, I have a sequence of mRNA. It's normal. You need to go through and code it. Now in this case, I actually cut off a little bit. There would have been a AUG right there. Okay, so it's cut off. That's my fault. So you would have started right here, and you set up the triplet, and you start coding all the way through as long as you can. Down below here is a normal section, and what happened is something changed, and you first have to find out what the change is. As you look at it, you can see UUU, now I got a UGU. Well, that was because something was added, and guanine was added. You have to show me the mutational difference. So in other words, you'll show me amino acid sequence that would naturally occur here. What would it do to this one down here? Okay, so you have to do that and tell me what type of mutation. In this case, this would be a frame shift mutation. That would be something you need to do for the test. For those who don't know, as I said, the short answer sections on the test, I would expect you to know the 3 types of RNA and what their function is, okay? That would be a good thing to have for a short answer test. Additionally, I think it's important to know the differences between DNA and RNA. Also a great question for the test, the short answer. And then I will put on there some images and charts that you'll need to follow and identify. So I'll probably give you a diagram of DNA replication and a diagram of transcription and translation, and expect you to know how to go about figuring those out. The diagram I'll typically use, I'll show you in a second for transcription, translation. Looks like this. So things that you probably would have to identify on here, and I can just kind of work out. So obviously this is the DNA molecule up here. That enzyme that's making that's RNA polymerase. This right here, right, would be the primary transcript or pre-mRNA. And then notice how they're going to eventually cut these the pink parts are missing here down in that diagram. So that's your introns. That makes these regions your exons. There's our mRNA leaving the nucleus. smaller subunit, larger subunit, and the 3 sites we have here. This first one is your E, then we have your P, and your A site. That's the growing polypeptide sequence. These are tRNA molecules. Don't worry about what that is. That's an enzyme that actually attaches it, and these are the free-floating amino acids. This is the process of translation, and then notice, like I said, this is a ribosome functioning right there. When it's done, the ribosome breaks off. Remember, the ribosome's only appearance when it's there. So that's the diagram. Like I said, I told you there would be a diagram, and so for those who paid attention and decided to actually watch my video, think there's some useful in it, that'll be the diagram that's on the test. You'll also have a diagram of DNA replication as well, so make sure you know those different parts on there. And since I'm such a great guy and have friends like Tom Brady, I would decide to actually supply you with that diagram as well. You can use it to study, maybe take a screen capture, do whatever, but here's actually the kind of filled in part. You will not need to know that term up here. Oops, yeah, that up there. You know, we should be able to identify amino acids in the tRNA molecule. There's your growing chain. There's your mRNA. There's your ribosome. That's process of translation. Cap, tail, okay, exons are these part. This is your introns are cut out, RNA processing, all things that you need to be able to identify. So I'll erase this real quick. Boom, there's the other diagram you're probably gonna need to know for the test. Now you got a pretty good chunk of it. Make sure you're able to study and know. May help you on the test. All right, that's all I got. Once again, I want to give a thanks to future Super Bowl champ Tom Brady for the dropping in for the video, and have a great day.